time is 6 o'clock on this Saturday evening, October 7th, 2017. It's time now for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, October 7th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 6 o'clock on this Saturday evening, October 7th, 2017. Top 3 on the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news is Charles Schumer says he's rebuffed another offer from President Trump on health care. Speedy Hurricane Nate closes in on Gulf Coast. President Trump on North Korea is, but only one thing will work. Not to accuse 3 museum crash, not terror related. Lisa Bloom, Lord President Harvey Weinstein resigns amid criticism from board members. Police find head and legs of journalist believed slain on submarine. Iranian president defends nuclear deal, says Trump can not undermine it. Palace guards killed in shooting in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. FCC will allow Alphabet's Project Loon to deliver air balloon to LTE to Puerto Rico. Las Vegas victims' family want shooters' assets seized. ICE director signals that a large arrest over new California sanctuary law. The United States permanently lifted the trade sanctions against Sudan on Friday, the State Department announced. Protests organized by a jailed political opponent of Vladimir Putin jeered the Russian president on the occasion of his 65th birthday. The World Health Organization issued a warning about a worrisome outbreak of plague on Africa out of Madagascar that has infected 200 and killed 33. Two lawmakers are calling on President Trump to release all remaining federal records related to the assassination of John F. Kennedy back in 1963. Two soldiers in the U.S. Army died in a tragic accident involving a military vehicle in a troop formation at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Fort said. The fast food chain is living in America. Tesla consumer press in Austria, biggest power pack installation and biggest Powerwall installation. Last car across now closed Tennessee Bridge in Norfolk, New York. And beneath hurricane hit payrolls, U.S. labor market shows strength. Scientists make a shocking discovery about an extremely rare songbird. Potentially risking HIV transmission at Misdemeanor in California. Mosquito-borne disease is found in U.S. athletes and staff at Rio Olympics. California's hepatitis outbreak may linger, experts said. Peter Chill News time is 6:03 on this Saturday evening. It's time now for Sports Sport. Wheaton Lions field hockey team lost WPI 2-1. The women's soccer team defeated Smith at Wheaton College 2-1 for the Wheaton Lions women's soccer, and the men's soccer Wheaton College fought WPI 4-0. And we are still awaiting the score of the Norwood football game. Joe Girardi says he's screwed up by not changing hit-by-pitch call. NASCAR moves Sunday start because of tropical storm. Iowa State's Edwards Mox, Baker Mayfield by Clinton Flag on Oklahoma's Field, and Hall of Fame NBA forward Connie Hoffman passed away at the age of 75. Peter Chill News time is 6:04 on next Saturday evening. It's time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's study off on the MBTA where West Line train 1511, 4:20 p.m. from South Station Shop 5 minutes. Bianca Drew and route to Worcester Station. But it's limited on the subway, ferries, and the commuter rail. Okay, look at the highways and byways of New England. Connecticut, Bear Park with westbound side between Hampton and West Haven. 95 southbound side. Little slow between the Rhode Island State, Massachusetts State border and South Harbor down to downtown Providence. 24 to the northbound side. Little slow between Nursery Boulevard and Navy Line on 128. Southern Expressway slow between Boston and Braintree. 93 to the southbound side. It's slow from Bedford all the way down in downtown Boston on 9 feet. Slow on both ends. 120 to the northbound side. It is slow between Peabody and Linfield. And Reading, Central West Massachusetts was on looking good and up north for looking good in Vermont, New Jersey. Peter Chell news time is 6:05 on this Saturday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. The latest on Hurricane 8, Category 1 storm as a 5 p.m. advisory. Central location 20.4 to the north, 89.1 to the west. Max sustained with 9 miles an hour. Moving northwest at 23 miles an hour as Center Hurricane reports in the mouth of Mississippi River and tropical conditions are spreading onto and southeast of Louisiana. The storm surge warning has been discontinued west of Grand Isle. The hurricane watch has been discontinued from the west of Grand Isle to Morgan City. The storm surge watch has been discontinued east of the Okaloosa Walton County line to Indian Pass. The tornado watch has been discontinued from west of Morgan City into Coastal City. A hurricane warning is in effect for Grand Isle, Louisiana to the Alabama-Florida border. Metropolitan New Orleans and Lake Pontchartrain. Storm surge warning in effect for Grand Isle, Louisiana to the Okaloosa Walton County line to Florida. Northern and western shores of Lake Pontchartrain. A tropical warning in effect for Lake Pass. West of Grand Isle to Morgan City, Louisiana. East of Alabama-Florida border to the Indian Pass, Florida. Hurricane watch in effect for Lake Pass. East of the Alabama-Florida border to the Okaloosa Walton County line. Hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere water, and in this case within the next 24 hours. And preparation to protect life and property should be rest circulation. Storm surge warning means that there's a danger of life and inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline. During the next 36 hours and indicate the locations. There's a life threatening situation. Persons located in these areas should take all necessary actions to protect life and property from rising waters and the potential for other dangerous conditions. Promptly following evacuation of instructions from local officials. A tropical storm warning means that tropical conditions are expected to settle within the water area. Hurricane watcher means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. A storm information spirit area, including possible inland waters and waters. Please monitor the products that you buy at local National Weather Service forecast office at 5 p.m. 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The center of Hurricane Nate was located in the latitude 20.4 to the north, longitude 89.1 on the west. Nate is moving toward the north-northwest near 23 miles an hour. Turn toward the north and a slight decrease in a forward speed and then expected during the next 7 hours, followed by a turn toward the north-northeast later tonight. A motion toward the northeast is expected on Sunday and on forecast track. The center of Nate will pass near or over the mouth of the Mississippi River during the next few hours and then make landfall along the coasts of southeast Louisiana or Mississippi tonight. After landfall, the center of Nate is expected to pass over portions of Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee late tonight, Friday, Sunday night. Max sustained with 9 miles an hour gusts. Some certainty is possible before landfall. Nate could still become a Category 2 hurricane on the South Pacific hurricane wind scale. Rapid weakening is expected after landfall, and hurricane force winds extend up to 40 miles an hour from the center, and tropical force winds extend up to 125 miles an hour from mainland to the east of the center. And NOAA automated station at Southwest Pass, Louisiana received reported sustained winds of 40 miles an hour and wind gusts of 60 miles an hour at an elevation of 125 feet. Estimated center pressure 91 millibars to 28.97 inches, and along the northern Gulf Coast, hurricane conditions are expected in the hurricane warning area in the next few hours. Within the tropical conditions are currently spreading onshore. Tropical conditions are expected in the tropical warning area tonight and Sunday morning. The hurricane conditions are possible in the hurricane watch area tonight. The storm surge, the combination of the dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coastline to be flooded by rising waters and moving inland from the shoreline, and the water is expected to reach the fallen heights above the ground, and the peak surge occurs at a time high tide. Mouth of the Mississippi River to the Mississippi-Alabama border is 7 to 11 feet. Mississippi-Alabama border to the Alabama-Florida border, including Mobile Bay, 6 to 9 feet. Alabama-Florida border to the Okaloosa Walton County line, 46 feet. Grand Isle, Louisiana to the mouth of the Mississippi River, 2 to 4 feet. Okaloosa Walton County line to the Indian Pass, Florida, 2 to 3 feet. Indian Pass to Crystal River, Florida, 1 to 3 feet. Morgan City, Louisiana to Grand Isle, 1 to 2 feet. Davis water will occur along the immediate coast near and to the east of the landfall location, where the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves, and surge related flooding depends on the great relative time of the surge and tidal cycle, and it can vary greatly over the short distances. For information for the area, please see products to be our local and national weather forecast office. Rainfall. Rain expected to produce falling rain accumulations by Monday. Western Cuba 2 to 4 inches, maximum 6 inches. East of the Mississippi River from the central Gulf Coast and the deep southeastern Tennessee Valley and the Southern Appalachians 3 to 6 inches, maximum 10 inches. Across the Ohio Valley and in central Appalachians 2 to 5 inches, maximum 7 inches. Few tornadoes are possible across parts of the Alabama, western Florida Panhandle, western Georgia, and southern Mississippi by Sunday afternoon. Swells generated by Nate will affect the land areas around the Gulf of Mexico during the next day. So those swells likely to cause life and super current conditions. Please consult products from your local web office. Now, latest radar in the Gulf Coast and the latest radar picture on Hurricane Nate. This is the eye of Nate right here. And seeing some line of rain shots from southeastern tip Louisiana, stretching off Louisiana coast, and a heavy band of rain shots stretching from west of Pensacola, Florida, stretching down around the Alabama Gulf Coast around Mobile, and heavy band of rain showers around Mobile, and stretching down around Mississippi, and heavy band of rain showers from Lower Mississippi all the way around western Macomb and down on western Baton Rouge, and light rain showers from Houma stretching up to Douglas and New Orleans. Is currently in the clouds with some few rain showers, and rain showers around west central Florida Panhandle between Pensacola and Panama City. And District 101, a non-tropical low pressure system has been nearly stationary about 700 miles southwest of the Azores during the past several hours. The system gradually acquiring subtropical characteristics and environmental conditions are expected to be conductive for the development of the subtropical cyclone in the next day or so, while the low drifts toward the southwest or south thereafter. The atmosphere is expected to become hostile for further development. Formation chance fires high 70%. Formation chance fire days high 70%. And closer to home, we are seeing some clouds coming to much of the region, and now we're seeing some spotty rain showers around the Canton, Massachusetts area, stretching up 138 and stretching up to the Great Blue Hill in Milton, and rain west of Milton, Massachusetts. And we're moving on to some patchy rain showers around South Boston, and stretching all the way up around the Boston Harbor, and down around Logan Airport, and down around East Boston up to Charlestown and west of Chelsea. And up in Everett. And another batch of rain showers west of Boxford, Massachusetts. And another one north of Lunenburg, Massachusetts, and west of Townsend Harbor. So this is a hit and miss variety of storms. Hit and miss variety of showers. While up north seeing some spotty rain showers west of western New Hampshire, and rain showers in the south central Vermont, and rain showers in north of Rockland, stretching up to Bangor, Maine, and all the way up in the Moose Lake region, and stretching up in the northern Maine, and up in the northeastern portion of Quebec, and northwestern New Brunswick. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For hazard weather outlook. The remnants of Nate may bring an early, locally heavy rainfall will in the areas of urban and port drainage flood, and also there's a low risk, but isolated strong thunderstorm. Late Sunday night for early Tuesday morning. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this for tonight. Patch at 11 p.m. West, most cost about 64 degrees. South about 8 miles of coming in the evening, west coast outside 21 miles an hour for Sunday. Chance showers and thunderstorm before 1 p.m. Then a slight shower between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Patch for 10 a.m. West. Clouds got about 66 degrees and south about 7 to 13 miles at outside 33 miles an hour. Anticipation is 50%. New rainfall is less than 10 minutes, possible high amounts, possible thunderstorms. For Sunday at Chester showers at 11 p.m. Patch after 11 p.m. West. Clouds got about 64 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Anticipation is 40%. New amounts less than 10 minutes, possible for Columbus State. Showers will possibly a thunderstorm, but maybe before 11 a.m. Then at Chester showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. Some storms will every rain. Patch high about 73, about 65 degrees. Anticipation is 80%. For Tuesday, patch for 90 miles. Partly sunny in the podcast, but sunny about 56 degrees. For Wednesday, mostly sunny podcast, but 66, about 48 degrees. For Thursday, mostly sunny podcast, but 63, about 48 degrees. Friday, partly sunny in the most podcast, but 67, about 53 degrees. And for Saturday, mostly sunny about 73 degrees. And currently in Taunton, it's fair 71. And in Naughton, it's fair skies. We have a temperature of 70 degrees, humidity of 86%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel. 6 o'clock news, and it's October 7th, 2017 on a Wednesday, on a Saturday evening at PJBC. Have a good evening and goodbye. Thanks for all. See you at 11 o'clock for the hour. Hope you have a good evening.